Hello everyone, and I'm the Dynamic Duover, and welcome to my Fear the Walking Dead reviews. I know it's been a while. This video should have been out by last Sunday, but my table went down, so I wasn't able to watch Fear the Walking Dead yet so close, yet so far, and I couldn't get onto AMC, like the website. Like they wouldn't allow me to watch Fear the Walking Dead for some reason. Like the video wasn't loading. So I just watched Fear the Walking Dead on a repeat. And now here's my review for So Close Yet So Far. So before I begin, let's do a summary of this episode. So Travis is on his way to find his son Chris and his ex-wife Liz. But along the way they get trapped in a riot against how police are shooting people recently and are forced to hire in a barber shop owned by the Salazars. And Nick is going through withdrawals, and so Madison has to go to the school and get him something that will help the withdrawals. But the walkers are spreading. So I enjoyed this episode. This continues where the last episode left off. You see Travis, Madison, and Nick trying to get away from the city, and you see them trying to see if there's anything on these strange beings that are coming back to life after they die. And there's nothing on the news, not one thing. And this is good because we know in case there's any kind of mass disease or something bad is going to happen, the government doesn't want people to panic. They want to see if they can control this thing, and if they can, they will let people know that there is something going on, but that would be too late. So after trying to get a hold of, what was the name? Alicia. They find Alicia, Madison's daughter, and she's with her boyfriend, who's been bitten. And I so called that Matt gotten bitten in the last review. I said he'd gotten bitten, and I was right. And you get to see these characters find out that dying is not the only way this disease shows itself. That if you get bitten, you become infected. And so they had to make sure Alicia was safe, so they took her back to their house while leaving Matt. And so Travis heads to find his son and his ex-wife, because even though that he divorced his last wife, he still cares about her and wants to make sure she's safe, along with his son. So after trying to get a hold of them, he decides to go down to his ex-wife's house to take them out, to get them out of the city elsewhere. And during this time, Nick is going through withdrawals. And also during this time, we also see like no one's noticing this stuff. Like people, like across the street, people are having a birthday party. And you don't see anyone reacting. Like they have no clue what's going on. And this is where things take an interesting turn. Like now, Madison's concerned about her son, but not in the way, I love you and I want to make sure you're better. It's now like, you have to get better. Like we don't know what's going on. You're the weakest person in the group right now, and you have to get better, or we might have to leave you. That's the kind of thing we now get, instead of trying to help the person because they love that person. It's now about that person has to help that person, or else they become the weakest member and could become a problem later on. So Madison heads down to school, where she runs into Tobias, my favorite character in the show, because he is just so small. And there's this one line when he says, can I have my knife back? Like, Tobias is a person we could all relate to in this kind of world. Just like us, the viewer, he knows what is going on. Like, we know that this plague won't get any better, that things are going bad in a long case scenario. It won't just get better in a few days. This could take decades to get better, at least. And Tobias knows this. He even tells Madison that internet, that cell phones, electricity will go down because there won't be anyone to maintain them. That the government will fall fast. And this is why I like the character so much, because if any of us, because he could be one of us, a viewer who knows what's going on and trying to tell the characters what to do right. And that's something I really enjoy about the character Tobias. So during this time, Chris, Travis, and Liz's son is on the bus and along the way to the route wherever he's going to, a cop shot a homeless guy that turned. But people don't know about the walkers, so they think the cops are getting way out of hand. They think they just killed an innocent person for no good reason. And this is what I like about this scene, where everyone tells the cops that this isn't right, that they can't shoot people. This is something we don't get with The Walking Dead. That shows humanity united against one thing, like standing up for what's right. We don't get that in The Walking Dead. It's either you die or you do what you have to do to live. And this is why this scene is my favorite scene throughout the entire episode. You see people standing up for each other. They want freedom. They want to show that this isn't right, that there are rules that you have to go by, and you can't just shoot innocent people who are just there. But because they don't know what's going on, this starts to get out of hand. So when Travis and Liz get there, they try to take Chris with them, like trying to get away from this crowd that's soon to be a riot, because he doesn't know what's going on. He's with these people. He has to stand up for what's right in his opinion. So then another walker appears, and the cops just shoot that walker, and soon a riot begins. Like, you could see people trying to break into places, rocking cars back and forth. And Travis, Liz, and Chris try to take shelter at near a barber shop where they meet the whatever they're called. I forgot the name. Well, anyways, they meet those people who I forgot the names. Salamans, something like that. It's also with Salah, that's for sure. And they allow them to wait out the riot in their barber shop. Now, during this time, Tobias and Madison are getting food from the cafeteria, trying to prepare themselves. And then we meet a walker that is the principal of the school. He's been bitten, and he tries to bite into Tobias, but Madison just grabs a fire extinguisher and just whacks him with it, like smash his skull in. And that kills the walker. And we find out that Madison could be ready for this wood. She's ready to do what has to be done. Like, she was protecting Tobias. It could have just been instinct, but we saw that she is ready for the wood that is about to arrive. That's about to engulf, that's soon to develop into society. And so when I don't, and when we also and something and another thing that happened in this episode, why Alicia wants to head back to Matt to see if he's better. I think Nick was going through withdrawal. He was throwing up, but I think that was something he did on purpose so that would make her stay because he knows what's out there, and because that Alicia is his younger sister, he has a responsibility to protect her. And I like this. This family is a good family. I like that. Like there's good characters that you connect, and we met the rest of the main cast of the season, the Salamans. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them Salamans. So the riot is going on. Like the electricity is starting to go off and on, and you can see the walkers are getting noticed more and more. Like when Madison returns, one of their neighbors starts to get attacked by a walker, and and Alicia wants to go out and help, but because of what Madison knows what's out there, she tells her, no, you can't go out there. Like she's trying to be a good parent by keeping her children safe, but her daughter doesn't know what's going on, so she wants to help. Like, you see, some of these characters have to know what's going on, or they won't survive for long. Like, yes, keep them safe from this world that you think is going to go away soon. But it won't. You have to tell them they have to be ready for this. So the episode ends with Travis, Liz, and Chris trapped in the barber shop with the Salamans. And Madison, Nick, and Alicia are trapped in the house with walkers starting to emerge from all over the place. So overall, I thought this was a great follow-up to episode 1. We are starting to see the fall of society, and I think by the end of episode 3, we see the collapse of it. That's when the army starts to take control. I think that's what's going to happen. And I can't wait to see how this season ends. Like, this season is doing good. Overall, I really enjoyed this. I give this episode an 8 out of 10. I can't wait to see what they do next in episode 3. So, I'm the Dynamic Duover. Till next time.